Every year I do the same thing over and over and over again. And if you're anything like me, I bet you do too. I go into the new year with lots of goals or resolutions, and by February 1, nothing has changed. Whether it be working out, eating healthy, or running more, it doesn't matter what goal I set. I just couldn't seem to make it stick. Now the problem isn't setting goals, it's that I'm not really thinking about what I'm going to do to achieve those goals. So this year, I'm sitting down and I'm making this video for two reasons. Reason number one is reflection. I want something I can look back on at the end of the year and reflect on 2024 to see if I really accomplished what I set out to. And the second reason I'm making this video is for accountability. I really just want to take time to look at my life and see what I want to change about it, what I don't like about it, how I'm going to do that, and I need something to kind of keep me accountable and on track with that. I usually set myself up for failure because I come up with some New Year's resolutions at the last second without really thinking about how I'm going to achieve that New Year's resolution or if it's something I even really want to pursue and focus on this year. So even though I'm a little late to the game and the year's already started, I kind of just wanted to make this video to go over my goals and aspirations for this year and take a look at how I broke down my thoughts and kind of organized everything onto a page that I can look back on and make sure I stay on track. So right here we've got a top-down view of how I've laid out my goals and aspirations for the year. As you can see, I broke it up into categories or groups to just kind of help organize my thoughts a little bit more. So we've got work, personal, relationships, and financial. And as you can see within these categories or groups, I've kind of subcategorized and put a couple of topics within that group that I feel best describes what I do in that group, I guess, and rated them out of 10 so that I can kind of get a scope overall and average them out to see how I really feel about my life right now. So let's just go category by category and break it down a little bit. So starting with work, under work, I've got creativity and balance. Now, balance is talking about work-life balance and how I feel in terms of burning out or overwhelmed, whether or not I am overworking myself at my job or if I could do a little bit more. Under that, I put 5 out of 10 because I actually feel pretty balanced right now. I don't feel like I'm overworking too much and I don't feel like I could be doing too much more other than putting myself out more and eventually leading to burnout, of course. Creativity is more so talking about just how I feel creatively at work, whether or not I feel like I'm getting to be my most creative self. On that, I rated it a 6 out of 10. I do feel pretty creative. I have pretty much creative control over a lot of things at work. More so, I just want to focus on my own creativity and how I can push that more into my work, and not so much talking about whether or not I'm allowed to be creative, because I am. Moving on to personal, we've got creativity, education, mental, and health in the subcategories. Creativity, again, this is talking about my creative outlet and how I feel as a creative. Under that category, if I were to make more subcategories, it would be like YouTube, short films, acting, things like that. And overall, I feel like it's a 3 out of 10. I definitely could be doing more. However, last year I probably felt like it was more like a 1 or 2 out of 10. So I would say that this year is definitely a step up, and there's a lot more to come. So that one is hopefully going to go up by next year, and we should see a pretty big increase in that. Education, I would like to just educate myself more. I want to read more. I want to learn how to do more things. Overall, I just feel like I could better educate myself. So overall, I think my education is about a 4 out of 10, and that's something I am going to focus on working on a little bit more this year. Moving on to mental and health. Those two could be under the same category, I feel like, but I wanted to break them up because they're two very important things to me, and I just kind of wanted to lay everything out how it was in my head. So those two ended up getting their own separate categories. Mental is about a 3 out of 10. Health is about a 3 out of 10. Both of those kind of go hand in hand. If I'm mentally all good, then usually my health is a lot better. And so those are also things that I want to focus on a little bit more. I want to go to the gym more. I want to work out a little bit more. But we all know how that goes with setting New Year's resolutions to go to the gym. Everybody goes for the first week, 2 weeks, maybe even just a day. And then you don't get your six-pack abs in 1 day or 2 days, and so you shut down and you stop doing it. I'm on a little bit of a pause right now. I've been doing some stretches and working out at home rather than going to the gym because right now they're going to be really crowded. So kind of focusing on stretching and kind of warming up into going to the gym and starting to work out again. Now moving on to relationships. Now I have broken up relationships into 2 categories. I have my marriage and friendships. Marriage is about an 8 out of 10. I could have gone higher with this. Overall, I'm in a very happy and successful marriage. Me and my wife, we love each other very much. And I just am so glad I get to spend every day with my best friend. As far as friendships go, I have some really good friendships, but I feel like I want to do more with my friends this year. The last couple of years I've been kind of a hermit and just kind of lived in my home with my wife, and we've done things together, but I really want to branch out a little bit more and kind of have like regular dinners or meet friends for coffee, just kind of something that I can do to broaden my social horizons a little bit. Lastly, moving on to the financial category. Under the financial category, it's a 0 out of 10 on both savings and on goals. Overall, I'm horrible with money. This is something that I'm really focusing on this year. It's overall my goal for the year is to build up a little bit of a savings, set some financial goals, pay off a little bit of debt. So overall, finances, 0 out of 10 across the board. Just horrible with money over here. Moving on to the second section of these categories, we've got focus. So this is really just me putting into words what I want to focus on this year, and I have either broken it up into each subcategory or I've picked one subcategory to focus on this year and written out what I'm going to focus on for that specific thing. So jumping back and looking at work, under focus I've got creativity, because the main thing I want to focus on this year for my work is creativity. I want to focus on putting my best creative mind to work and putting out the best work I can for my clients, and just overall I want to focus on the quality and the craft. Under personal, we've also got creativity under focus, and again, just honing my craft. I want to create more for myself, whether that be YouTube, short films, Instagram reels, whatever it is. I really just want to focus on creating for myself a little bit more this year, because I feel like that's something that I really struggle with, as I am also doing my hobby as my profession. So it's just a little hard to find the balance between those two. Also under creativity, I really want to open myself up to more experiences. And what I mean by that is I really want to focus on work that I'm excited about for myself. Yes, I have client work that I do as a job, but for myself, I want to focus on things and clients and projects that I'm really excited and pumped to do. Also under personal, we have a focus on health. And overall, I just want to eat better and I want to move more. Pretty simple. I didn't want to set crazy expectations like I want to put on like 100 pounds of muscle and get down to like a 6% body fat or anything like that. That's just kind of crazy. I've set unrealistic goals in the past, and so I really just wanted to simplify it and say I want to eat healthier and I want to move more. Moving on to relationships, the main thing I want to focus on this year with relationships is I want to go to coffee more with friends. I want to chat more with friends and just shoot the shit. And I want to overall just build strong friendships over the course of 2024 that are gonna last a lifetime. Moving on again to financial, under focus, we've got savings. I wanna save at least $2,000 this year. It doesn't sound like that hard of a thing to do. I'm definitely not paycheck to paycheck like most Americans. I'm more so vet bill to vet bill, I guess you could say. But overall, I just wanna save a little bit of money. That way, if something were to happen to our car, if I need to buy a piece of camera gear, or if I need to rent some camera gear, I can for sure do it and not really have to worry about, can we really afford this? And then under goals, I want to focus a little bit on education. I want to educate myself a little bit more about money, about taxes, about budgeting, anything like that. I just really want to broaden my horizons in terms of financial knowledge. All right, moving on to the last section in each category, we've got the why. Now this is, why do I want to focus on what I'm choosing to focus on? And I basically just have written a sentence or two for each one to kind of give myself mental clarity of like, okay, I chose to focus on friendships this year under relationships. Why do I want to focus on friendships? Well, for me, my marriage is really strong and I want to build friendships and bonds that are going to last a lifetime. These are personal reasons. Whatever you do, why you do it, that's for you. It's not really for anybody else. This whole page is really for me. It's just so that I can look back on it and I really know and focus on what I am doing this year. And then the last thing that I have on this page is this section right over here. We've got the overall score, the focus overall, and then the why overall. And then I wrote down a few ideas on how I'm going to achieve some of the goals. So overall, with my life, I'm about a 34 out of 100. That is really low. And I was really upset to see that. It really put into my mind like, oh shit, I need to change something. And so this year, change is happening, change is coming. Focus overall this year, I want to save more money, say yes more, and create more. Saying yes more is I want to go to coffee with friends. If people invite me to do something, I want to say yes more. Again, I've been mostly a hermit this last year, so haven't really done a lot in terms of getting out there. And then I want to save more. Again, horrible with money. That's going to change this year. And then I want to create more. Creating more is for myself. I want to create more content. I want to create more things that I'm proud of. And I want to overall just boost my creativity. Why? Again, I'm just tired of floating through life and living vet bill to vet bill and not really knowing what I'm doing, what I want to do, or anything like that. And so I'm really just trying to focus on my future, what I want from it, and how I'm going to get it. Under how, I've written a few things. These are really just broad horizon things. So like we've got spend less, obviously. Say yes more. If people invite me to do something, I want to say yes. I want to be able to do it. I want to create once a month. Now, I was very broad with this. I didn't say I want to make one YouTube video a month. I am going to create one video a month for the remainder of the year. One reel a month or one short a month or anything like that. I really want to just be broad with it because if I can create for myself once a month, I'm satisfied. I also want to eat better, so balanced meals. I've been meal planning a little bit with my wife, and so we've kind of got a little bit more of a balanced diet. We do occasionally still want to go out and eat or order a pizza, and we do sometimes, but overall I feel like we're doing a little bit better on eating balanced meals and just planning out what we want to eat, what sounds good, and kind of fulfilling those urges to, oh, I need something sweet. Okay, well, let me eat something sweet that's healthy for me instead of grabbing a zebra cake or a Swiss roll or a brownie. I want to walk at least 30 minutes a day. Now, this one should be really easy. I have so many animals in my house. I have 3 dogs, so it really should be easy to walk 30 minutes a day. Honestly, I've just been really lazy lately and haven't wanted to do it, and so I'm really focusing on like, okay, we're taking my son for a walk every day. And I usually do 30 to 60 minutes for a walk for him and walk usually 2 to 3 miles. And the last thing on here is write more. So this is a new journal that I got for 2024. I usually do have at least 1 or 2 or 3 journals a year that kind of just like go over my thoughts. If I have meetings with clients, I'll usually write stuff down in a journal. So I have one for work, and then I usually have a personal one. Overall, I just want to write more. So either writing my thoughts down more or taking notes from a book more, anything that can get me away from screens, because I spend so much time with screens in my work and on my daily life that I just want to escape from it a little bit. I want to stop doom scrolling. I want to read more. I want to write more. Overall, I just want to live a more purpose-driven life. If you liked this video or got something out of it, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos like this. And also leave a comment of what goals you set for 2024 and how you plan to achieve those. I would love to read it and just get to know everybody a little bit more. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.